Hello and welcome to Master of Orion 2 Battle at Antares. This is a 4X strategy game, a space game. Let's go into the new game setup to see what options we have at our disposal. We can choose the characteristics of the galaxy that we will be playing in. We will avoid the larger ones for demonstration purposes. Leave the age at average, the difficulty at average, I think, and limit the number of players that can number 8 to just 4, given the size of the galaxy, and start from the very beginning in terms of technology level. So, we can get to the race selection screen. Here you can see the basic template for all the available species and either select one or pick just the template and customize it, which is what we're doing. And keep in mind that if you do select a species, no other enemy can have the same species, so that in itself can be quite a strategic choice. I don't want to play against silicoids? Be the silicoids. Us, we're human, and we want to see interesting other civilizations. So, humans it is, and we're going to customize our species to be not very good at not very important things. Subterranean, which lets us inhabit planets much more effectively in terms of population limit, because we will be living not just at the surface level, but also underground. Yes, humans will be cave people in the future, once we run out of space on the surface. And democracy is all very good and nice, but 7 civilization or race points is too much, so dictatorship it is for humans. You know, a good strong hand never hurt anyone, except any dissenters. Environmentally tolerant, well, that means that we just really don't care about pollution or take any effort or waste time trying to not pollute or rid any planet of pollution. That also means that planets can house many more people because they just don't care how filthy they are. And to top things off, we will be selecting a bonus, production bonus. Let's just think about that. We might not actually need production bonuses if planets we get are quite mineral rich, so let's focus rather on science that is less malleable in terms of how planets produce them. Color selection will affect the general aesthetic of these spaceship models you can build, but nothing quite very definitive or decisive about the gameplay. Technology screen. We will be selecting what we want to research, and the first thing we want to research is automated factories, so we get a production bonus in general, but also per worker. So to get there, we have to first research the first level of engineering technology, and we don't want anti-missile rockets nor fighter bays. Reinforced hull it is, triples the structural integrity of ships that have it. So, as you saw, we select one technology from a technology group that we can research. That is, however, something that is not the case for particularly creative species. Those can research everything, but rather lazily in my opinion, because if you research everything, there's no point to spending effort and time and conquering planets and colonies specifically to get their technology, or send spies on very deadly missions to get them. And I like that, so not spending the extra race points on being creative and having fun researching them one by one or stealing them, I prefer. Our scientist guy is a bit stiff. Tetanus is probably endemic in our civilization, taking from how very, very stiff that right arm is. And, misclick. We can only select one. See the arrow? So we don't want missile bases, which would be good. Heavy armor, also good, but automated factories are much better for us. So let's go to the construction queue. Half done with the colony base. Alright, so once we have automated factories research, we can add it into the queue. In fact, we can add quite a few things to the queue. And one administrator available for hire. Science leader plus 10%. Let's place them in our solar system. Advancing a few turns, and research percentage is going up. If we get lucky, we did. We researched it ahead of time. So, next up, we are going to have a lot of human babies all over the place and under the place because of our subterranean nature. Biospheres we don't really need. What we need is food, hydroponic farms, automated food production. So, colony base almost done. Let's get the automated factory in the queue right after that. And here it is. Sol 2, a barren planet. For now, at least. Hint hint. 18 million total population and mineral poor, meaning that not very easy to produce things here given the lack of resources locally. So, automated factory to begin with, and marine barracks to ensure that our people are safe and secure. Or rather, they follow what I say because this is a dictatorship, damn it. Without complaining, that is. Starvation. Yes, we have no freighter fleets to transport things between star systems. If we had, we could move food from one planet producing in excess. How convenient. Or people even we could transport between colonies. So, next up, freighters that I just said we need to transport food between colonies. We are producing one extra in Sol 1, but we need it in Sol 2, so it has to get there sometime. Some way. Sometime, some way. Already done. Automated factory. On to the hydroponic farm, which will give us 2 food for no cost because it is an automated farm. Let's get it everywhere, in fact. It'll prevent starvation. And skipping through quite a few turns, we're up to freighters. Nuclear bombs that we can use to, well, bomb people. And nuclear drive that will get us places. So, next up, I think we're going to need to colonize other star systems. But also, blow up things. Let's get one freighter fleet up and running. That should be enough for a little while. And let's get things going again. Alright, so you can see freighter fleet up, and the excess food produced in Sol 1 is now getting transferred to Sol 2. You can see in the screen right there on the right, the freighter ships 4 or 5 are now available. 1 is in use. We can blow up things, we can go far. Merv is particularly good. Standard fuel cells will, fuel ships going places. And titanium armor will prevent the vacuum of space from killing everyone in said ships. Let's go for the colony ships that will be using those very handy discoveries on to send people to new star systems. We can move to a bit of extra production. Alright. And squeeze in a scout ship so we just might find out what's in the star systems around us. Financial leader, not so useful, so let's not hire that guy just yet. 10% might not even make up for the cost in very small, low population star systems, so not the good pick now. We've got a spy and we have a scout ship. Perfect. So, with that done, let's get maybe a freighter fleet for potential new use with new colonies getting created. Scout ship, tiny, terrible, but it does the job because it has extended tanks that can go further than most other ships. Let's see. Delhi system. Only one planet, not the best, but still. Planets is better than no planets. And there's a wormhole, so let's go through the wormhole and check what's on the other side. And here they are, colony ships. We can colonize other planets. Outpost ships. You can colonize other planets but with no population. And transport ships if you want to invade the enemy with your marines. Outpost ships can be useful if there's a particular system that is, I don't know, too far away and you can't really produce a colony ship right away to get it, and you're afraid that someone else is going to colonize it, so you want to stake a claim quickly because it's much cheaper to build. But I never build them. I just go for colony ships. Colony ships all the way because, well, they actually build a colony instead of just a small base that goes, hey, this is ours, but we can't really do anything here now, at least not until we get a colony. And as you can see, the wormhole is a rather bit quicker to travel through large distances than our puny drives now. So we're going to take advantage of that and move across the galaxy in one start date click, and then off to discover new systems. Commander Aquasarius is actually not too bad. Especially navigation, that might be very useful. So let's go to the ship officers and give Aquasarius command of this very powerful shoebox. Electronic computer, great. We will make use of that. But next, not the Dauntless Guidance System, that would be good. Not the Optronics computer, that would also be good. But again, the research laboratory. It's the equivalent of the automated factory, but for science. And humans are very fond of science. Another non-biologically good planet, but as I said, some planet is also better than a desert. You can actually grow food on that. But let's keep moving and see what else is out there for us. Many planets, tundra, radiated, and another tundra. Not so good in terms of food production, but another wormhole. And another desert planet. Well, we haven't been very lucky in terms of biologically viable planets thus far, but our hydroponic farms and Sol 1 could keep the ball rolling for quite a while in terms of food production. Just make sure to keep those freighter fleets available. So you can't reach there. Let's go to that one instead. How's our production? We can actually top it up. Getting too much food in. Barren. Alright, well. Some more planets we cannot grow food in. Or on. But research laboratories are done. We will be very, very, very soon getting a few of those. So up next, cloning center we do not need. That of course we do not need. Food production, however, I think Sol 1 might be in line for a lot of food production. So I think that's the best choice for now. Sustaining an entire empire on just one planet producing food is not that easy most of the time. So we'll try to look into alternatives as well. Let's move that up to get it built as soon as possible to speed up our research and get it done at Sol 2 as well. Colony ship ongoing already. That's just what we like to see. We have a slight food production deficit, but that really isn't much of a problem, just as long as just one. Our leader leveled up, so plus 20% now. That's good. Let's keep chugging those colony ship production lines along and check on what planets we can potentially colonize. The larger, the better. So let's filter through size. Huge. That sounds good. Huge is good. However, we don't like poor, and preferably somewhere where we can actually grow some food. But no good alternatives, I don't think. So let's go to systems that are otherwise useful in terms of population limit and production capacity. In this case, also with gold deposits. Gold! Striking it rich. The typical starting off production queue. I always want to get that production capacity up as soon as possible, so everywhere we go, we will build an automated factory. First things first, and if at all possible, just rush build it so we get that immediate 5 production bonus plus per worker bonus that really gives a boost to colonies getting set up quickly and effectively. Galactic News Network, the galaxy's most watched information source. Beep, boop, zorp, I'm guessing he says. Devastating news for the entire galaxy today as a hyperspace flux. Ah, crap. The hyperspace flux, what it does is not let us go anywhere. Let's save the game. Perhaps over to the test save. Yes, let's do that. And limit Let's Play. Master of Orion 2. Space flux, I hope, will not last that long because it is a damn pain. But still. Soil enrichment. We have these nano horror creatures somehow helping the soil become more rich for food production. Though what you'll be eating, I don't know. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Imagine one of those in your porridge. Ongoing. So, we will be needing some sort of planetary defense at some point. Money is not good to skip on either. Fighter garrison, not the best. Armor barracks, not absolutely necessary, not unless you're planning on being invaded, and we're certainly not. Battle station, quite good. Powered armor, useful indeed. But our goal, once again, is robo-miners. Essentially, a twofold automated factory. And robo-mining, instead of producing, apparently generates more production than actually producing. Don't ask me how that works, but robo-miners it is. That is our current goal. So battle pods will give us 50% more space in every ship that we put them in. That's good. Very, very good. Because more space means more guns, more bombs, more missiles to blow our enemies up with. And who doesn't want that? I mean, in a game about galactic civilization, blowing things up is pretty good. Pretty good. 32%? Not too bad. Alright, so battle pods it is. We'll have plenty of those grabbing onto our spaceships. Now, spaceport. I am tempted, but we will need some sort of planetary defense more urgently, I think. Because we skipped on the missile base, which is a pretty good initial defensive setup. I think we're going to have to get the fighters. Not so good, but again, better than nothing and complementary to our star bases. Colony ships still getting done. It's all good and good. we actually need some soil enrichment in Sol 1, but then resume colony ship production. Sol 1 is the cellar of the world, so it's sort of the Nile basin to our space Roman Empire. We are Caesar after all. Let's get a few spies in the queue and colony ships. Colony ships and more colony ships because there's so many planets out there that we can colonize. Okay, he's getting +1 bonus. Not bad, emote, not bad. Research lab. Let's move on to bigger and better things like this starbase we can defend ourselves with. And also provide more communication points. You can see there with a 3 on 6. That means that star bases are giving us 6 leadership command points that we are using 3 of to maintain our fleet. Our fleet currently composed of now that I mention it, so Director Grog, that's certainly good. Financial and mega wealth. Mega wealth gives us money, free money, 10 credits per turn. We really want that, but we don't have the money for that. Let's just up the taxes a tiny bit to make sure that we do get that money. A collective sigh of relief. The hyperspace flux has ended. We can travel again, so let's get our ships to where they need to be. We have 2 colony ships, 1 going to Wasat. Wasat. Where are you going? Wasat? Wasat, yes, that's it. Wasat. I didn't get that. Yes, you're going to Wasat. What's that? Yes, Wasat. Am I going to have to repeat myself? And let's send the other one to the biggest planet available. So, can our scout ship scout anything else? Let's get it to the border just in case it can. Bringing you today's headlines. There are hundreds of new citizens in the Silicon Empire. A population boom. Well, that's not good for us. That's good for them. Fighter garrisons can now house a bit of a garrison of fighters. That seems pretty self-explanatory to me. Let's move on to robo-miners. Now that we have our fighter garrisons that garrison our fighters. Delhi. Delhi Prime. Quite ironic that it's barren and there's no delicious things to have here. So, factory, farm, barracks, research, and fighter garrison. We need to produce things, we need to eat things, we need to be protected by our very, very kind and magnificent leader. That's what the Marines will tell people. And we also need some research. Wasat 2. Colonized. Ultra poor, terrible for production, but we need more people. Same sort of setup. Let's go. What is this? We have met the Silicoids. The entire human race will kneel before the mighty Silicoid Empire, Caesar. It's only a matter of time. I think not. They're so dry and dusty. They, however, are a lithivore and also tolerant race, meaning not all that different from us, except they don't eat food, they just eat rock. And they actually are more powerful than us. How is that possible? Not in population. Buildings, they have more buildings. I wonder what buildings. And fleet, they have more fleet as well. And technology, that's not fair, that's not good. They're better at everything. They're better at everything. They have laser rifles that we don't have. They have spaceports we don't have laser cannons and anti-missile rockets we don't have. Deuterium fuel cells. Scout labs and troop pods. Oh, so many juicy things we can maybe soon spy on them for. Can we tell them anything? Not really. Vorkronoa is pleased. Well, I'm glad you're pleased, Vorkronoa, you xenophobic industrialist type. Those characteristics affect how they behave, and as you can see, repulsive is why we cannot say anything to them. They are so repulsive, we can't even stand the sight of them. I don't know exactly why moving rock is repulsive. I guess they are. And they have great planets in this system. Also not fair. We need food. You don't need food. Why did you colonize the Terran system? Terran is for people from Terra, Earth, Sol, us, not you. That is a casus belli if I ever saw one. I don't like the silicoids one bit now. You can't trust those dirty, dirty stone people. What? I'm being unfair? No. Mirshan, ambassador. You are passes for an emperor in that human kingdom. Actually, much more pathetic than I ever imagined. Yes, I understand that you're athletic. Prowess. I'm no match for, but, you know, all we need is a lot of buildings, and we can kill you. Even though you are very agile, and have a rich home world, not much to brag about, Mirshan there. And they're much weaker. They have a big fleet. We have no fleet. That's probably why. A small desert planet. Not great, but again, better than nothing. We need planets. More planets. And we shall colonize them all. Eventually. So for the time being, let's keep scouting out systems we can... robo-miners. We shall mine everything with robots. And moving on to science. We need more research because the silicoids are slightly outpacing our research. So Scout Lab, not very good. Unless you have great big ships all over the place, and we don't. Security stations, we're not planning on having our ships invaded, so neural scanner it is, to help our spies get that juicy tech we couldn't research ourselves. But first, let's mine the heck out of the universe. All their goods out there for our plundering. We need more stone, metals, everything we can get our hands on. Soon we'll have enough money to hire this. We do have. So let's hire him. Money, labor, and lots of extra income. Not bad. In fact, let's assign him to Sol. And move Emo to our secondary star system. Not this. Our other systems are all terrible. Yeah. What's that? Because they're ultra poor, so they'll be focusing on science? Maybe that. Okay, so Robo-Miner. And we don't even need to tax people now with our grog flush cash money. Jamat. They are stealing our technology. They are stealing. We have 2 spies defending, but not well enough, apparently. Damn dirty silicon spies. Let's see if we can establish better relations with the Mirshan. Or Mirshan. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that in cat people-like tongues. So, you have things that we want, but no, you're not getting robo-miners. Let's leave that for later then. Starbase, Starbase. We need more spies, I think, apparently, to protect ourselves from those very sly and inconspicuous big lumps of rock moving around, getting our technology. Who's the genius in that research station? Your empire is weak, Caesar. Or Caesar. Not so. Not so. And you're attacking us. You're invading us, in fact. Maybe we're dead. Maybe we're dead. And we were doing so well. We might need bigger ships. Military ships that can kill them. Maybe that's the answer. Battle pods, and we only have nuclear missiles, huh? Maybe not, we don't have any weapons. Should we research new weapons? They're killing us all. Okay, we're done. Let's try that again. More successfully this time. Oh, brother. You see, that, kids, is how you'll lose at Master of Orion 2. Do-over. Let's take a mulligan. Let's do the exact same thing again. Only this time, better. And plus research. Plus research? Yeah. That'll benefit the entire empire, not just one planet. Those are tempting to get a better start, but I think we're going to stick to our strategy. One research bonus for every scientist in the universe that we might be able to crank out. Population wasn't a problem. Yeah, I think our strategy was sound. We just got unlucky. So Lacetus, no, that's not a very good name. We are Caesar, Emperor of the human race. Sol, yes, is our solar system. So, let's get the ball rolling again. Skipping ahead a tiny bit. We've moved ahead a tiny bit of time. We've got our second colony up already and are going through the technology tree. Spiritual leader is morale. Morale improves everything. That's pretty good. Pretty good. 15% of science, labor, and food production. So we might just want to get her on Sol. Yep. We might get a lot of things done around here. Yeah, currently 0 because dictatorships are not very conducive to good population morale. You know, until they get the support of a marine barracks telling them that they're perfectly fine. So let's wait a bit until we get enough money to hire Director Raleigh. 112 BC, which I think is something credit. I'm not sure. Billion credit. I think it's supposed to be an acronym for. Right, Emo is doing a good job of providing us a bonus again. we had the exact same leader for hire. So it's pretty much a carbon copy of a start. So, getting our freighters as needed. Blowy, stuffy, uppy bombs. Let's go places, nuclear drive. And we researched, I think, armor and fuel cells and whatnot right after that. And then the colony ships. So, on our way again. On our way again. Freighter fleets and spies are the things to build in the very beginning. We need to move things around. Get Relaya to Sol. Yes, please. None of the other leaders are that good. And now we have 15% morale. 2 extra science. Out of morale. 2 production. 2 food. Morale is good. Alright, so soon we shall have our scout ship. Let's get this guy out of here. A poor clone of a much better Yoda. This is Yota. Not a very good administrator. Not very good. So let's focus on production and research as much as possible. We are in dire need of more production and more research. We always will be, because everything related to progress is related to getting things done and researching things that you want to get done. Alright, so basic technology again researched, and moving on to colony ships. Now we can perhaps start building a scout ship once we have pre-production. While carrying out secret high-level experiments, Bullratting scientists stumbled upon advanced engineering. Good for the Bullrathis, I guess. Good for the Bullrathis. Let's get the scout ship, actually. Before freighters. Move back into production a bit. Because that is at 100%. Alright, and colony ship it is. So once we have the scout, we can have the colony ship colonize. Seems pretty straightforward, because it is pretty straightforward. You scout before, you colonize after. Or you can scout with colony ships and risk having them destroyed. So, as per usual, we're going to need a lot of food, possibly having to transport it to multiple star systems from Sol 1, our currently only fertile planet. But that +1 limit can really help out. A +1 bonus on the production limit. So, yeah, none of those are as good as getting more food for our people. So, scout, go scout. Not very good, Commander. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Deposits. Gem deposits. That's more money if we colonize it. Oh, scout. Keep scouting. 3 planets. 1 can actually grow food already. A desert planet. Headlines from the galaxy. A wealthy merchant has contributed 4 BC to the Silic. That's not us again. Give us the money. 2 radiated planets, average sized. Good if you want to get a serious suntan, or rather your skin melt off. Kind of the same thing. No planets whatsoever in that system. That's terrible. If we ever could manage to colonize stars, maybe, but unlikely. So let's prepare maybe a defensive spy, a fleet, and then a colony ship to spread the human seed across the galaxy. And that is just about as dirty as it sounds. Because we are filthy. Filthy. Because we are tolerant of pollution, we just roll around in the muck. That is how I imagine it. Medicine. Researcher. Not that good. Growth, we don't really need much. And science? 5 is not worth 1 credit per turn, maybe? Let's just try him off for a bit. Maybe he'll upgrade nicely. We can use him for maybe up-and-coming colonies? Maybe? Let's get rid of Director Emo. I don't think he'll be much use to us now that we have morale on Sol. Soil enrichment. Alright, so nightmare creatures in porridge once again. Even if they're nano-sized, just imagine. Just thinking about it. I would never eat porridge again. Come to think of it, it's been a while since I've eaten porridge. Robo-miners? That is the gold standard. Focus on production, focus on technology, and you will win. Yes, survival and troop pods, not terrible, but not great. Battle pods is the way to go. So, colony ship. Colonize. Mizar. That is an actual planet in Star Trek. A major industrial accident on Omicron has raided the entire planet. Oh, poor Trilarians. Let's colonize Mizar. Sounds like a not miserable, ultra-poor place to live with barren landscapes. Oh wait, that's exactly what it is. Let's get some production going. But at least it's neatly tucked into the corner of the galaxy. Because galaxies have corners in this game. And they're all neatly stacked in one level. Not at all 3D. Battle pods, finally. So, moving on. We need planetary defenses. Although the money would be nice. Fighter garrison it is. Scout, can you? No, you cannot. Not much to do. Okay, so. Maybe. No, okay. Skipping turns ahead. Farm done, good. Let's move some more people into production in that case. We don't need as much food. And get the soil enrichment up. And then continue with the colonization of the galaxy. Okay, that seems very, very nice. A desert planet to start off with, and 2 extra ones to colony base after. So, fighter garrisons that garrison fighters. Once again ready for construction. Most importantly, robo-miners. That's a very inhospitable looking planet. At least for now. Let's hold off on the enrichment. Focus on the basics first. And then the enrichment. buy one of those straight off the bat, whenever you can. So, more planets, more people to feed. Let's move back some to food production, and then back again, because we just researched soil enrichment. That is not micromanagement gone wild, completely justified. Let's get all these guys into research now. You too. Ah, Aquasarius, I know you. I don't really need you right now. Maybe later. Maybe later. Maybe now, actually. We don't have anyone. So, put you on the scout ship. Navigation is useful. It gets you through black holes and nebulae and whatnot. Yeah. You might die on that scout ship, but still. Yes, because if a ship that is captained gets destroyed, that leader, unless you have the survival pods, also gets killed. And we don't have the pods, so no escape pods for the leaders. Persio, starvation. Not for much longer. Okay, so robo-miners, finally. Now we're stepping up our game. Let's get some weapons this time and not get caught with our pants down. So, turbocharge the production. We need ships. We need weapons. We need technology. We need to dominate. Domination. Planetary production and protection. And can we? Yes, we can. We can afford one of those. Laser cannons, not good, but better than nothing. Same with rifles and the scanner. So, next up, I think we might just need slightly, ever so slightly, more effective armor on our ships. Because titanium, though impressive nowadays, in the future will be terrible compared to tritanium, which is, I don't know, some sort of variation on the molecule that is more resilient. Yes, tritanium researched. So, focusing on weapons and maybe shields. We don't have any shields. Jamming missiles, not that priority type of research. So, shields it is. At least some basic ones will certainly come in handy. Sooner or later. So, what planets can we colonize? Andromeda is huge. Andromeda 1 is huge, though poor. But not... yeah. We don't have much in the way of alternatives, not the best of planets, but right now it is the best. So, micromanaging our population assignments again. I think that's good for now. Where the news comes from, a beast that oh boy. And they have 5-star systems. Hyperspace beast. They will eat ships that are traveling through hyperspace randomly. So that's the thing. It's not like we're going to not travel through hyperspace at all, because we kind of need to colonize more planets quickly, because the silicoids are really pumping those colony ships out, apparently. And, well, we might just risk losing one or two. Probably not more than that. Maybe just the one. Maybe even not even the one. Let's not be negative. We will deal fairly with you, Emperor Caesar, as long as you show us the same consideration. You can consider your request acknowledged, Traveler Ambassador. I think we can come to some sort of arrangement sooner or later. Though your freakish, winged, watery, tentacly sight is a bit disconcerting. Just a tiny bit. 3 systems they have, alright. Let's see. Aquatic and transdimensional. Okay, so they travel faster, and they are suited to aquatic planets. Not bad. Not too bad characteristics to have. Not as good as ours, but not bad. And they also have chosen the wise form of government, dictatorship. People doing what you tell them to. This is a strategy game controlled by one person. What better form of government than a dictatorship? So, Raleigh is doing her job well. Mizar doesn't have anyone. We could assign Uro, I think. Maybe? Let's do that. You'll speed up growth at least. The bonus he provides also functions even if not assigned to a system, so... They have deuterium fuel cells and class 1 shields and cannons and missiles. Lots of things we want for ourselves. We have to get some spies on the job. What do you say to an agreement of some sort? Trade, research? Good. Good. Ah, but not research. And then on aggression? No. Well, maybe next time. Your fighter garrison. That's actually a bit of a fair trade, I must say. Urgently needed. Go to it. So, class 1 shields. Those will be useful. Some shields is better than no shields. I think we might just make very good use of extra spying efficiency. Ah, natives! It means that there's people living in a planet. That if we colonize it, they will be friendly and become part of our colony. That's useful. Might just colonize there because of them. They are very good farmers. And we are kind of short of food-producing planets at the moment. Another barren planet. Hyperspace beast still lurks. That's not good. Trilarians have stayed quiet thus far, for the most part. I think we're going to send our colony ship to say hello to those natives. Another barren... all barren planets, all barren planets. Fingers crossed, the beast does not eat any of our guys. What did I just say? Okay. It was eaten by the hyperspace beast. We have more colony ships. that will not get eaten by the hyperspace beast. You hear that, game? And now, of course, now he's got a belly full of colony ships and colonists. All he wanted was breakfast. A breakfast sandwich of human colony ships. Alright, let's get a few more out. Go to Dramasa. And Helios, not great either. We have yet to find a really oh. I think we have found the spectacular star system. Yes, I think we reported the news to you. We have visited the legendary Orion star system. Indeed, the Guardian obliterated our scout ship. That Guardian. Very, very aggressive, it seems, and powerful. Our puny scout ship was no match for it. And that is one good planet to colonize. One very good planet to colonize. Unfortunately, not until we get rid of that pesky Guardian. Let's crank out another scout ship. We need to see what's around this. Just for safety. Now that we know where Orion is. Things are looking up, I believe. We're quite well off as it is. Need to move a few colonists about. Looks like a comfortable chair to sit in. I mean, a very uncomfortable chair to sit in. I hope. Because our spies are certainly going to need a helping hand. They've been terrible thus far. Holo simulator, not bad. Planetary supercomputer, excellent. Positronic computer, useful, but Let's go for the science robo-miner equivalent, the planetary supercomputer. What a lovely blue planet it is. Oh, it's tundra. Right, so... Well, they are producing some food. But currently we have a penalty in morale, that's why. So, marine barracks should fix that. Hydroponic farms should help. And more production and protection. And then soil enrichment. Can't buy it, we're short on cash. Who's this? Seeing you defeated will not be enough. It is your death and the extinction of your entire race that I look forward to. Alright, Mr. Silicoid Ambassador. Alright. Ha! And there they are. Though, this time, we have the upper hand. Ugh, not in fleet, but at least in everything else. This time we're ready for you. This time you didn't have all those lucky events. And we have a level playing field. Maybe we should think about designing a few military ships. Just in case they think they can just come into our star systems and start bombing the hell out of our people. Like in some parallel universe where humanity was wiped out by the silicoids. Not that that would ever happen. Am I right? Alright, some laser cannons, nuclear missiles, and we should be set to blow up a few silicoid ships, should any come near us. And this, of course, takes 9 turns to build. Not bad. Our efficiency is certainly starting to ramp up. Let's get 2 of those. A pair to work in tandem in defense. Cetus, not good. Mahu, not good. Enzu, not good. Helios, not good. I'm getting the idea of a pattern here. No solar system is good to colonize right now. Andromeda we're in. Neptunus. Neptunus is not bad. Not bad. And there's several planets there. Barcia we're there already. I think Neptunus it is. Yeah, several options. That's where we'll be sending our colony ship. Go explore, my friend. Go explore. We have excess food? No. Even with the natives helping. Ah, that's not bad. +5 research. Colony ship is ready to go to Neptunus. Neptunus? Yes, Neptunus. So, they have 5 systems. We have 5 systems. If we colonize the 6th, I'm not sure exactly how good their planets are, the silicoids. Hopefully their systems are worse than ours, or at least on par. So we can gain an edge somehow. This is quite the hellhole. Quite literally. Hell on Earth. Radiated to wazoo. Okay. Same setup. Production, food, research, defense, everything we need. And can't buy art. We're still short, kind of short on money. Starbase or a colony base? Where are you exactly? A barren. Barcia has a barren, abundant, and low G, ultra poor. That's terrible for producing things. Not easy to produce things when everything you try to do is just floating around and you have no materials to do it with. So that's a problem there. And it's going to be a science colony or food producing colony eventually. Okay, 1 colony ship down. Maybe we can get a freighter fleet in, or maybe a starbase to protect us from the silicoids. In fact, I don't want them coming near our systems unopposed. And we could use the extra command point for our soon-to-be constructed ships. So, 1 more colony ship. Let's move into the silicoid sphere of influence. And starting to encroach on their territory. Some free credits? That's not bad. Not bad. I think you're going to... can't change your course on the way. Just have to reroute you once you get the first objective. Let's scout on to the north. Oh, maybe south. Maybe we can get a good planet there. Too close to the silicoids and no defense. That might be difficult to protect. Okay, so Dramasa. All good. Who can buy? Yes, who can buy an automated factory there and speed up the colonization process. More morale, more diplomacy points, and lower hiring costs for other leaders. All good, and let's move these to the border star systems. Let's just check in on our scientific discovery. Perfect. So, more research done, and let's move on to weapons, perhaps. A rifle for our ground troops, or fusion beam for our ships. think we're going to need that instead of lasers. Mahu! Colonize! Ah, forgot. Oh, alright. Next colony ship will go to the Great System. So, automated factory, food, production, protection, research. Let's go. I'm going to do that a lot. It's one function that the game should have, indeed, sort of a, not just an auto-build function, because the AI is a bit stupid, but a personalized build queue that you could just use as a template. I would have much loved that, because you're essentially just repeating the same queue order for every new colony. It's a bit tedious when there's lots of them. And this is just an average-sized map. Imagine this on a huge map with dozens of star systems, and each star system with maybe up to 5 different planets. Yeah. I think the maximum is 5, I believe, per system. Fusion beam. Alright, so that'll allow us to upgrade our ships eventually. Tachyon communications would improve command points. Yeah, and allow us to reroute ships further. Battle scanner, not that useful. Tachyon scanner, neither. So let's go for the communication points. We might need them for a bigger fleet, and not so many star bases providing points. Helmsman, navigator, and a diplomat. Sounds good. Izar. Alright, let's see. You can... yes, our poor other leader got squished by the Orion card, yeah. You will be remembered. But I think I already forgot your name. Aquastorius, I think. Aquastorius, you will be remembered. Let's go to that star. And Interceptor is ready for military action. They have everything they need. Armor, shields, weapons. Tachyon communications. What else could they ask for? +1 per base. Not bad. So, weapons, communications, I think we can go back. Oh, those tasty advanced technologies. Maybe microbiot. No, that's against the bioweapons. I was thinking about a different biological invention. Telepathic training. Yeah. I think microbiotics, just for the growth, should be good. Useful. In this phase of the game where we have so many splinter colonies starting to sprout up. Okay, little scout ship. Can you go anywhere else? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. People told you couldn't, but yes, you can. People told you it'd be difficult, but yes, you can. Yes, you can. I think I'll use that slogan for my dictatorial broadcasts. People told us I couldn't lead alone. Yes, I can. But leader, I thought you said, yes, you can. No. Yes, I can. You can't. I can. I'm the leader. Who is wearing the big hat around here? Huh? It's Caesar. Because he's bald. Caesar is bald. Alright, same as usual. Just randomly clicking on things that seem vaguely appropriate to improve production. So one more colony base and Perseo. Percio. Not sure how you pronounce that. Can we move? I think we'll do that. Ooh, not enough freighters. Someone needs to build freighters. Maybe after that colony ship. GNN. Workers in the Silicoid Empire discovered a previously unknown deposit of minerals, changing it to rich. How do they always get the breaks? As if they needed more mineral wealth. One more colony ship? Where are you going? Cannot reach. Why can you not reach? Interesting. Too far, maybe. Helios. Izar. Enzu? You're already going to the other one, Pistrix. So... maybe Helios? Izar's a bit farther... yeah, that seems good. That seems good for my wife. Just send your wife to Pistrix to colonize a barren, desolate landscape. She'll be okay. It'll spare her the influence of your sister. Alright. Slightly upgraded. Can we switch? I think we can, if I remember correctly. Yep. Just delete that. So, Merculite missile. Certainly an improvement on the normal missile. And nuclear, I think it was, missile. Iridium fuel cells. I think we need to go farther and farther into the reaches, dark corners of the galaxy. We should give you tachyon communications for anti-missile rockets. I think not. However, if you want a research treaty, great. What about a non-aggression pact? Very well. Emperor Clear? Not sure again how to pronounce that. The downside of galactic exploration, not knowing how to pronounce things in strange languages. Clear. Pistrix, who is... what? Crap! Damn you, silicoids! If it weren't for you pesky rock-like people, I would have had that planet. I think we need some interceptors, but also transport ships to invade the hell out of these rocky bastards. And we need bigger ships to help us do that. So, battleship-sized ship with battle pods, with reinforced hull, with fusion beams and Merculite missiles, heavy fusion beams, continuous fusion beams. Maybe too expensive. Yeah, but might be worth it. Maybe not. Yeah, let's do it. And nuclear bombs to bomb the hell out of the silicoids. Yeah, battleships can have a lot of ordnance. Maybe one more missile or one bomb. Oh, so many bombs. Maybe we don't need that many. What can we get? Ah, I was forgetting. Point defense! A point defense system. That will clear missiles and whatnot coming in. Yeah, I think that looks just about right to build a battleship. The Knight, or Knigget, for the Monty Python fans among you. Don't know what I'm talking about? Go watch Monty Python. And the Quest for the Holy Grail. Yes, let's colonize Helios. I wanted that other place, Bistrix, but this'll have to do, I guess, son. I'll have the usual, please. Let's go. Oh, can't buy. Yes, I know, we're losing money because of the treaty, but that'll sort itself out. In the meantime, maybe you should raise taxes. Perseo. Third colony. I like multi-planet star systems. Protection, research, and more research. Maybe... yeah, I think we need some extra food production somewhere soon. So many non-food producing colonies that maybe Sol 1. Yeah, Oba has a desert. Maybe they're Trilarians. Welcome, Ambassador. Now you want the supercomputer. No, we don't want your measly anti-missile rockets for anything. If we ever want that crap, we'll just spy on you or something. Anti-missile rockets basically do the same job as point defense beam weapons, only against missiles and nothing else. So, not good. Not very good. They're more effective than terrible beam weapons, don't get me wrong, but I mean, you can get so many different beam weapons that can do not only just shoot at incoming missiles and also fighters, which there might be some of, but if you get close to the enemy, the point defense beam weapons can also fire at the enemy ships, which anti-missile rockets cannot. We're doing well. We're doing well. A Silicoid are also doing well, but we're doing better. We're doing better than them, and I think we're out colonizing them, so it's only bound to get even more and more skewed our way. Hopefully. Hopefully. So, what can you build? The Knigget or maybe some spies? I think we're going to focus on that on smaller colonies, just so we get the foot in the door into the Silicoid juicy secret research. And also to show off the spy stealing technology animation. Because we don't just have science guy, we will also have spy guy and military guy, depending on how you obtain technologies. This is only through research. There's different ways to get other technologies. That's pretty good, microlight construction. +1 for every worker. Resortium, also quite good, but we might have better armor after that. That's not much use either. That, however, might come in handy when we fight those pesky silicoids on the ground. So let's get that, so that our troops can fly, or at least jump very high. Yes, I am what passes for an emperor, Bulrathi ambassador. And I might seem pathetic to a bulky, muscular, huge race like yourselves, but the pen is mightier than the sword, especially when the pen has an anti-grav harness and a fusion beam that can cut through anything in half. Yes, I'm talking... yes, that pen would technically be mightier than a sword because it's a laser pen. Or fusion beam. Yes, I know. Yeah. But still, the principle stands. So they're high gravity. That's useful in some situations. Ground combat. Guess we'll have to bomb them from orbit if we ever try to invade. And unimpressive ship offensive bonus. Ship offense bonus, not that good actually. So, silicoids. What do you have? Ooh, I like... Yes, I want to get that. The hollow simulator, please. I think we're going to start spying on them soon enough to try to get that hollow simulator. Because 20 morale on everything... Oh! Well, seems like the game wants to elect a leader. Okay. Because this is a small galaxy, yeah, we could win. We could win. Not just yet, with a 2/3 majority. Alright, so we'll show that off in due time. But we also want to show off the actual, true ending after that. So, if we do get elected as a galactic leader, we will not be just finishing the game right there and then. We'll keep going until we get to the true ending. The whole point of the game having a subtitle, Battle at Antares. What could that possibly mean? Battle at Antares. Where is Antares? I don't see any Antares here. Could there be some way to get to Antares? Maybe. And battle? Could in fact be the case. Indeed. We're going to battle at Antares. That's the ultimate goal of the game, titled Battle at Antares. So, Knigget not done anytime soon, unfortunately. We do need... Yeah. Maybe... We actually don't need one right now, but we're right on the edge of needing more. So, yeah. Get one of those done soon. One of those done soon. But that will be on the next episode of Master of Orion 2. See you then.